The week. Now let's get back to some football. Tonight the Southern Tornadoes blew into Wahama territory. Southern is stacked with experienced players, and it gave the younger Wahama team even more fire to protect their turf. The matchup made for a great game of the week. It was good to go out to Wahama for this game, and TVC Hawking reporter Joseph Payton, he was there much longer than I was, so tell me a little bit more about what happened tonight.
Well, Danny, the conditions for football tonight were perfect, and the teams were ready to lace up their cleats and play some football. Wahama comes into this game at 1-1, looking to hand undefeated Southern their first loss of the season. Now, Wahama, they took a loss last week at Waterford 58-0, so you knew that they were going to be ready to go, but it wasn't going to be easy. Jalen Blanks had something to say about it for Southern. Their first possession, his third touch of the day, he takes this one 62 yards all the way to the house. Tornadoes on the board early, 7-0. Next possession for Southern now. Blake Johnson takes the snap, rolls out. He's got a man downfield, and it's Dylan Smith. He pulls this one down for a gain of 9 yards, and later in the drive from the 4-yard line, Blanks finds the end zone again. His second touchdown of the day, 13-0 Tornadoes. So 2 drives for Southern, 2 touchdowns. And Riley Roush, he wants to make it 3 for 3. Roush takes the handoff here. He's got a lot of room in front of him and runs upfield for 24 yards. The purple and gold are in business. 3 plays later, Roush punches it in, 19-0 Tornadoes. They're having no problems on offense. They scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions of the game. So Wahama looking for something on the offensive end, anything. 3rd and 8, Brighton Gate airs it out to Colton Arrington just off his fingertips. They punt. 20 seconds left till halftime now. They hand it off to Riley Roush, and he handles the rest. 37 yards to pay dirt. Tornadoes take a 31-0 lead into halftime. They go on to win this game in impressive fashion, 48-8.
Wow, Joseph. So we saw that Jalen Blanks had a big night for Southern. What allowed him to have so much success?
Well, Danny, I think what it comes down to tonight was speed. Jalen Blanks was hands down the fastest player on the field. And Southern, I think they did a really good job of utilizing that speed in their play calling tonight. They were able to get him the ball on the outside edge and let him turn upfield and burn defenders in the process. His first half performance was unreal, Danny. He had over 100 yards by the end of the first quarter alone and 204 yards on the ground at halftime. He crossed the goal line 3 times in the first half, 2 of which came from 62 yards out and 74 yards out.
Seriously, it's a monster game from him, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on him throughout the season. Great work tonight.
Honestly, I'm not too worried about Wahama, though, Danny. I think they're a solid football team. You know, they're on the road next week. I'm sorry, they're back home next week against Belfry. I think they're going to be just fine. They're still a good football team.
Yeah, they definitely are. So we'll keep an eye on them this season. Great